Showtime, my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shogun Zorra and thank you for tuning in. And yes, this is the Crunchyroll award show for the best animes of 2020. So yes, if you don't know, Crunchyroll is of course probably the biggest streaming website for animes, and they do every year an award show for the award show for the best anime of 2020. And there are multiple categories on which anime characters or anime itself can win in this specific category. So yeah, I have done this last year. My decision why I picked these characters and reasoning, and also did a discussion my thoughts about the winners. So yeah, yes, we're going to do this now. Also, you can see here on the screen, my screen, and yes. So yeah, we have multiple categories. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 categories. Damn. Okay, technically this is my second try because I already filmed this, but sort of went a little bit messed up. So yeah, let's get started. So yeah, you can probably see a choice that I've already voted. So here, best fit for. We're going to start from the bottom because the first is already anime of the year. So let's start from the bottom. You will see my reasoning why I say this anime, or my reasoning. Yeah. Anime of best fantasy of 2020. We had Review Season 2, Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai, Decadence, Ascendance of the Bookworm Part 2, Tohedoro, and Tower of Gods. So yeah, and also I would recommend if you should watch my anime top 10 favorite anime of 2020, then you will understand more my reasoning why maybe I chose this anime over other animes. So yeah, the thing is, of course, I cannot say I have watched every anime that they have submitted into this category. The anime that I've watched is Re:Zero, Dragon Quest, and Tower of Gods. So it's a little bit unfair that I can not really say something about Decadence or Ascendance the Ascendance of the Bookworm Part 2. I was interested in watching Decadence, but I have not. Going to do this for yeah, but you can see Tower of Gods won. I voted Tower of Gods over Re:Zero and Dragon Quest. The thing is, Re:Zero was good, but it was not. I would say Re:Zero was good, and they have seen a lot of characters and interesting stuff. And we can see that Subaru got stuck all the time. He couldn't really progress all the time. So it was bitter. It also had really emotional moments, but it was bitter. But I would say we didn't get to see a lot. I would say we got to see different scenarios in that, and this got me and my friends were also talking about in the new episode what will happen next. But I would say Tower of Gods win for me because I was really invested with the characters. Everyone was more fresh and stuff, and yes, I like Tower of Gods really much. So yeah, Tower of Gods, I voted for Tower of Gods and on the best fantasy. I'm also a little bit disappointed in the anime selection because I felt like last year we had more selection for each categories. So yeah, even though 2020 a lot of anime got delayed and stuff, but still I would say because of COVID-19, but I would still say the selection of a match. Best couple, you can see I voted for Tonikawa, Tsukasa and Nasa, but we had also had of course Kaguya Sama Love Sword, Beasters, Inspectors, Katrina Kleiss and Maria Campbell for My Next Life as Villainous. Then of course we had Shizuru and Kazuya for Red Girlfriend. Surprisingly, I've watched all of the animes, and I would say with best couple, I would say it has to be Nasa and Tsukasa. Because compared to the other animes, let's say Kaguya-sama Love is War, we didn't really see a lot of progress between these two. We had, of course, funny scenes between these two, but I wouldn't say there was a lot of progress, right? And Logi was drama, but it was an interesting couple. Inspectors was a cute couple, like Inspector, these two were a cute couple, but not, I would say best couple, I would say. Then Katrina Kleiss, and both were cute, but they're not really a couple. The thing is, Katrina Kleiss doesn't realize that Maria has an affection for Katrina Kleiss, but oh well. And Chizuru and Kazuya, there were a lot of discussion about rent a girlfriend and stuff, but they're not really a couple, even though he rent them. But probably they're going to be a couple in the future, of course. But yes, I would say best couple wins to Nazakun and to Tonikawa. Next with best score. Best score is a bit hard, but the thing is, for only anime that I've watched is Tower of Gods, Beastars, and God of High School. I have to watch Great Pretender because I was about to, but something happened. So best score is hard. I would say it's between Tower of Gods and God of High School, but I think God of High School is a little bit more intense, better, I think, because of the fight scenes was really intense and it fits so well with the music. Also in the fight, I really liked the music that played, and it was more elegant, more compared to Extreme. But that's why I said, oh, Japanese thing, I didn't watch it. I need to watch it. But I thought the God of High School wins for me for best score. Best comedy, we have Keep Your Eyes Off Aizukun. You can see I voted for Kaguya-sama Love is War, My Next Love is the Villains, Sleepless Princess, Sakushi Togo. I haven't watched it, The Misfit of Demon King. The only anime that I've watched is My Next Life is Villainous and Kaguya-sama. I heard a lot of Keep Your Eyes Off Aizukun also funny, but like I said, I've only watched Kaguya-sama and My Next Life is Villainous. But I have to say, Kaguya-sama won because it was more funny to me. My Next Life is Villainous was good, was also funny, but I have to say Kaguya-sama Love is War was funnier. So best comedy, Kaguya-sama Love is War. Best drama, Fruit Basket, Great Pretender, Japanese Sing Yesterday With Me, and then Beastars. The only anime that I've watched is Beastars and Sing Yesterday With Me. For me, sorry. But I say Beastars because Beastars is like extreme drama, like almost like you see like drama shows from America, like typical teenage drama and stuff. But it was intense and discrimination and stuff. But it was really intense drama. So that's why I say Beastars. Beastars wins for me. Best fighting scene. This is going to be problematic. There was Satoru Gojo and Sakuna in the first episode at the beginning. Then we had Jin Mori versus Jiggle Tag. We had Berkuli versus Dark God Vector. Then had Deku versus Overhaul. Then again we have Jin Mori versus Dana Dewi and Brawler versus Master. I think now that I look at it, it's a little bit unfair to have two anime at the same time, but two scenes from the exact same anime. So I voted for Berkuli versus Dark God Vector. I've watched all the animes, yes. I think Deku vs Overhaul was good. It was a really good fight. You could see Deku using 100% of his power was amazing, of course, and everybody was excited. Me too, even though I already knew this was going to happen because I read the manga. So yes, but I would say yes, I would say Berkuli versus God Vector wins. The thing is with Jujutsu Kaisen, even though many people will consider it the best anime of the year with good action, everything, I would agree, yes, but the first fight with Sakuna, it was cool, but not really amazing. Where it's oh wow, if they would have pick the fight between Jinmori and Itori and Nanami versus Mahito, then I would say this would win. But for me, it has to say Berkuli versus Dark God Vector because the animation was on point and the abilities was crazy and it was like time sleep and time cutting. So yes, I have to say Berkuli. So best character design. Oh, this is going to be interesting. See, we have again Keep Your Hands Off Aizo-kun, Great Pretender. They have Toilet Bound Hanakon. You had Brand New Animals, God of High School. There's a Hime. The thing is, even though I haven't watched Great Pretender, I have to say I like Great Pretender art style, character design more compared to other animes. Even though I like Tower of Gods really much, also Yashahime. I haven't watched, but I really like them. But I would say the characters and the art style mixed so good too well and so visual pleasing for me. So that's why I said Great Pretender. Best character design, best animation. Whew. A lot of controversy about that. Always. Keep Your Eyes Off Aizukun even though the character designs and art style is a little bit, it's different than your usual anime. This makes it more unique. The animation, what I've seen, is good. Animation is good. Some people don't get the don't really understand the difference between animation and character design, art style. So yes, I would say it's good. God of High School, Great Pretender, Jujutsu Kaisen, Princess Connect Redive, Beasted. All of them animes have really beautiful animation. Even though Princess Connect Redive, from the first look at it, it just looks like normal anime, but the visual is so amazing in the fight scene with the special, when you see the character using special abilities. Now for Jujutsu, but you can see I voted for the God of High School. Definitely God of High School, because of course of the fights. The fights were freaking amazing. Also when Dewi versus Jemuri, the fighting changed from colors to like pen, like ink fighting, so it was really amazing. So yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen was good. If we would say pick the best anime of like, of course this is now filmed on the 16th of January, but the news opening and animation was so beautiful, and with the ending would have almost made it to the what they say Jujutsu Kaisen wins, but God of High School wins for me. Great Pretender, I've seen Great Pretender, was also beautiful animation, but I'd say God of High School wins. Best Director I cannot really say a lot because it depends. I haven't, like I said, I haven't watched all these animes, and if I would compare to the source material, it's also a bit different. Like example, Tower of Gods, I heard they skip stuff, so yeah, but for me as a watcher, I didn't felt anything really was missing. Also, Kaguya-sama Lover's War was also good. Great Pretender, I'm not sure, but from the direction, like from the direction of the director for the animes that I've watched, I would say Jujutsu Kaisen wins good because with, the pacing seemed good, and like the cliffhanger were also really good, and fights. So yes, it was not really short, but I would say it was good. Best English performance, I'm not sure. I haven't listened to these anime characters of English, but you can see I've voted already for Hawk, because I've listened to Hawk's voice and I thought it was good, so I voted for Hawk compared to other animes in English, so I'm not sure to say. Johnny Young Bush? Wait, Johnny Young Bush voice acts. Huh. Okay, I will vote for him. Can I? I can't unchange it. Damn it. But if you don't know Johnny Young Bush, he's the voice actor of Ichigo in English. He was the Black Power Rangers in Power Rangers Mighty Morphin. Yes, Mighty Morphin, and then Power Rangers Zero. He was Zero in Power Rangers Turbo. Yes, also he's now the new voice actor of Broly. So Johnny Young Bush, wow, I'm surprised. God damn it, if I knew it earlier. Fake and odd. Oh, god damn it, still fake and ordered out of Babylon. But it started in 2019, but yes, it continued over 2020. Huh. Best Japanese performance, I can talk there. I haven't watched Wave, Listen to Me, Toilet Boy Hanako, but Gojo Satoru, I voted for Gojo Satoru. I've listened to all of these voices before, but Gojo Satoru, I voted for him because he's the voice actor of I think he does a brilliant job, but he's also the voice actor of example like characters like Tsukasa from Dr. Stone, Grateful Buster from Fairy Tail. He speaks Bruno Bacciati from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Hawk, My Hero Academia. So yes, that's big stuff. Best ending sequence. Yes, Lost in Paradise, we can move on. Best opening sequence. Yeah, I've listened to all. And Kaguya, I'm not really a fan of Haikyuu. Not saying like Haikyuu is bad or anything, no, I won't say that. But the Haikyuu doesn't attract me like to watch it, so yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen, I would say, even though I like the ending more, like Lost in Paradise from Ali from Lost, I like Eve more compared to other openings. So Beast was nice, was a little bit more different than usual, but yes, the best girl. Oh, let's go. We have Sayaka for Keep Your Hands Off Izuku and Chizuru for My Girlfriend, Noi, and then Kaguya. The thing is, like I said, I only watched Kaguya Summer Love War from them. Karina Kleiss, Chizuru, but I would say Kaguya wins because Kaguya was adorable and she's like a little tsundere. But I really liked her character, and I think she wins best girl. But if it wasn't for her, I would say Katarina Kleiss because her life was messed up, but she tried her best and she was always nice and changed the characters around her. Best boy, where I voted for Kun Agnes. I like Kun much. Kun reminds me of Killua, and I love his relationship with Bam, and you can see he really likes Bam from the bottom of my heart. And so Sato Gojo is cool, but I would have to stay with Kun wins. Best Antagonist. I was shocked when I first saw this. Yes, we have Anne from Dorohedoro, Sakuna from Jujutsu Kaisen, and we have Rahel. We have then Akito Soma, Futbalski, and Ekina. Ekina was not. She was an antagonist, but she didn't really feel like only almost in the end. But she was not really problematic, I would say. She helped Subaru all the time, but okay, she was also problematic, of course. I would say Rahel, Tower of Gods. Rahel, Tower of Gods. I was surprised to see her because I didn't really thought she would be there, but wow, yes, Rahel, Tower of Gods. Yes, what she did at the end was, oh my god, dude, I was speechless. I didn't see this coming. I totally did not see that coming. What's happening? What happened in this moment? Everybody was shocked. All my friends will call me and say, oh my god, no. And Twitter, all my homies hate Rachel. But yeah, I understand. And if you read Webtoon, I read Webtoon, you will hate them more and more and more. And yes, you will hate them really more and more. Unfortunately, you will Webtoon and the anime watchers, we are going to see a lot more of Rahel, because she has important information that we don't know. So yes, best protagonist. Okay, we have Natsume Decadence. I really need to watch it. It was on my list. Karina Kleiss, Itadori Yuji, Midori Asuka, Hinata. I don't care. Not like he's bad, but Arnold's Gold, Misfit. I like Itadori. He's a cool, beautiful, nice character. And anime of the year. Let's go. The anime of the year I voted for Jujutsu Kaisen. Yes, I would say Jujutsu Kaisen wins because of the great animation, cool fight scene. It's like shonen anime, but it's more dark. I would say more dark. Yeah, it's more spice has it compared to anime. The only anime that I've really watched of these lists are only Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm really disappointed that we don't have more variation, more anime that we can select. I thought like, well, Crunchyroll original would be there because it would make sense. It's a Crunchyroll award show, so they would push more the like Crunchyroll originals, but they have not like Gear Byte's not there, Noblesse is not there. So I'm surprised, but Jujutsu Kaisen wins, yes. Jujutsu Kaisen was in my top 10 favorite anime, really high up. I won't say the results need to watch it yourself, but yes, that's it. I voted here for anime of the year. So yeah, that's it. And yes, like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed for not much variation of the anime because I know Trinity was messed up and a lot of anime got delayed and stuff, but still we had a lot still good bangers. And yes, last year we could also done like a template where you put like a picture in all your favorite anime of the year, anime of the 2020. So yeah, that's it for the video. Also the link to the video is the link to the Crunchyroll award voting is in the description below. So yeah, tell me your decision, your vote, why you pick these animes over other animes. Do you agree with me or not? So please also write down in the comments below. Don't forget, follow me on my social media. Yes, and please punch the like button if you enjoyed this video. Share it to all your friends who like anime and help me to get to 1,000 subscribers to the end of the year, because I'm trying my best. I'm doing YouTube now for over 5 years, so only having 180 subscribers I'm really grateful, but it's sort of hard. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let your light shine bright and enjoy the upcoming videos that are coming here, and let your light shine bright, and peace.